district purchased $100,000 worth of summer. Slow Food Denver helped to train 120 school kids.
Faster than men are becoming farmers, and they're doing small livestock farms, and they're changing the food system. Not to leave you men out. Mentor to all the women out there that are farming. So are you fired up? Are you really fired?
Terra Madre today?
I'm here as a friend of the movement. I'm not actually a member of Slow Food, but I'm excited to be part of the sort of gathering, particularly of US food activists, because food activism in the US really has taken off, and it's incredibly exciting to see the transformations that have happened in the past 10 years alone.
What do you think is the most important thing to do here for you and for us?
Well, I mean, I think understanding that if we want social change to happen around food, we need to move away from the exclusive focus on just food. And we need to be thinking about poverty, for example. Why is it that only rich people get to eat this delightful food that we have here? If we're going to have a real movement, surely we need to broaden out the way in which we see ourselves and we see our privilege to be here. And to put our privilege at the service of movements that are fighting for social justice. So I think that's the work ahead, and it's a very exciting project, but it's a necessary one as well.
How do you think we can reach children?
How can we reach children? Oh, I mean, absolutely. Some of the most exciting discussions here have been around education. And I'm excited that there are things like edible schoolyards and the amazing progress that Sam Levin, for example, is doing in his alternative view of education. It's mind-blowing. There's some really exciting ways of reaching children. But one of the other things is, right now, corporations are reaching our children. That's one of the campaigns that I've been working on with some comrades in the United States. We're working hard to stop the advertising of junk food to children, because it's all well and good for the children of the privileged to have access to good, clean and fair food. But if you're working and you're poor and you have all these adverts encouraging children to eat the worst things, we need a level playing field for good, clean and fair food. And that means removing advertising of junk food to children. And so we also have some campaigning work to do. It's not just about creating the alternative. It's about removing the things that stop that alternative from flourishing.
What's Slow Food USA challenge today?
I think the challenge is how can we take the passion and power of the millions of people in the US who want to change the system and find those people and help them find each other so that they can have power together to make change happen in their communities and nationally. It's a question of finding each other, being together, moving.
I've heard you say about power and love.
Yes, I think that power and love are mutually dependent, just like pleasure and responsibility. That love without power is an anemic thing, it's just sentimental, and power without love does harm. So if you bring those two things together, you can create the kind of love can be power implementing what justice demands. If you take those things and put them together, it's something Martin Luther King said, you can actually change the world and be comfortable with power and comfortable with love in a way that we are too seldom.
What's your personal fight?
My personal what?
Fight.
My personal fight? My personal fight is actually to stay connected to the land where I live and the people where I live, because my work in this social movement pulls me out all over the world to meet amazing people, and it's so hard to be connected to home in the way that I was when I was a farmer. So finding a way to have a balance of that is a struggle that I'm in. It's a struggle I love. Terra Madre audience, I would say that the US understands the horrible role it's played in our global food system, but the US also has more citizens than it ever has before ready to change it.